Good morning. Today I was having coffee with a friend, and she mentioned that in her retirement, she really didn't have a plan or have any special interests, and that she spends a lot of her day just reading a book or sitting outside and people watching. And it just struck me that she probably has not found her passion or purpose. And I think that's important because when I was anticipating retirement, because I'm still a full-time realtor, but as I think of my retirement, I do want to retire to something rather than from something. So I've given a lot of thought what I want to do in my retirement so that I'm just not sitting and watching TV and the game shows. That's kind of not what I have in mind for my retirement. But it is kind of difficult to discover what your passion and your purpose might be. It has been for me. But there are some considerations that I'd like to offer. And the first one is if you're anticipating moving to a senior community, it's very important to find a community that is in line with your lifestyle. Too many times I think we just rush into a retirement community only to find out that it's not a place we want to be. So here's some things that came to mind. So when you're choosing a retirement community, think about your lifestyle. Maybe you love golf. Then try to find a 55 plus community where they play golf. Maybe you're the type of person that loves it peaceful. You're not a really social person, but you love being in nature. Then find a place that has nature hikes and bird watching and maybe gardening or something that really fits your lifestyle. Another one would be, too many times we go into a retirement community and there's just people sitting in chairs watching everybody else. So if you're someone that is very active and pursuing a very healthy lifestyle, that should be a serious consideration. Find a place that has a gym, find a place that has nutrition training or cooking classes or something that nurtures your lifestyle and people that are like you, and that's what the goal is. Another place would be, what if you're someone that has been lonely and you're wanting to be more social? Then absolutely go to a place that you've discovered that everyone's friendly. Everybody wants to sit into pods and visit and play cards and do crafts and that type of thing, because that will feed your heart. That will make you happy. So the first consideration in finding your purpose and your passion is finding a place for that to grow in, where you're at home. When you're trying to find out what you love to do, think about the things you enjoy doing now. And it could be if you've always loved to cook, but really have not had the time to do it because you're, employed and you work full time and just don't have the energy. Think about going to cooking classes or places where they demonstrate how to make things, or there's places online that you can learn and really enjoy making food for people, and then have friends over for dinner. It would just be a wonderful thing to do. Maybe you've always wanted to travel. And if you have the financial ability, think about traveling more or make day trips that don't cost very much at all. So many people love to travel or maybe go to fishing places and just relax. I myself have done genealogy for many years. I've taken some of my ancestral families back to like 1035, long ways back. And I've learned so much about my family, and it was just exciting. So maybe you want to learn genealogy, find out where you come from. Another thing that I like to do that I'm passionate about is visiting historical sites. So presidential places, or someplace where a war started, or anything historical I love. And so that might be something that you like to do. Another thing I love to do is gardening, mostly in flowers. I am passionate about gardening and growing flowers, and so maybe you would have the time now to do that. Excuse me. If you haven't discovered what your passion or purpose is, I would recommend that you go online. Look at what other people are doing. There's so many YouTube videos out there where people will talk about traveling and cooking and that type of thing, bird watching, whatever it is you want to learn, it's online. And it's totally free. So if you find yourself on a strict budget, going online and taking classes, or learning a craft, making jewelry, or whatever it is, there are sites online that you can go to, and there are communities associated with those interests. You know, if you're interested in making jewelry, there's a Facebook group where you can go and talk to other people and learn how to make jewelry. Anything, same thing with fishing. If you like to fish, there's many videos about it and how-tos about it. So what a great, inexpensive way to learn to do something new that you can enjoy. The thing is, you can't just sit around and wait for inspiration. You need to find ways to explore it, and maybe talk with your friends and neighbors. What are they doing? Maybe there's a group of people that would like to get together for cars, or maybe there's a book club. There's so many things that you can do that you would truly enjoy. What you don't want to do is sit around in an empty house and watch programs, or crochet, or, you know, watch game shows, things that are so solitary that you might find yourself just sad. And that's really what you don't want to do. So for today, I hope that you have a purpose. I hope that you know what your passion is. I hope that today finds you in a wonderful mood and having a great day. So take care.